大家開始識欣賞佢哋啦，或者變到係以前嗰種好慢嘅生長嘅東西，大家都覺得，咦唔係喎，佢都幾有型喎。咁我覺得龍舌蘭亦都係一個可能一個新興嘅潮流咯，會係。
其實我唔係好知我有幾多龍舌蘭咯，咁估計大大細細應該6至8棵應該有嘅。
Last episode, we visited J.E. and Yan at Forest Round Round, and Ron, KK, and CK at Infectment to get a taste of contemporary Codex culture in Hong Kong, a sense of the lifestyle elements involved, and a demonstration on pot migration for 2 different varieties. To learn more, link is in the description. This episode, we're visiting Kenny at Agave by Kennel, a lifestyle concept brand dedicated to agave, who, incidentally, is working with Infectment to share some artwork. But we'll get to that shortly. Though not a caudiciform plant, agave has grown in popularity along with ferns in the Codex community. And, you know me, anything plant related, I want to know more. We'll also get a demo later for how to migrate agave and repot pups.
咁其實由早期嘅話，我其實係種啲唔同嘅植物啦，即係可能好同其他人一樣，都係可能種啲塊根啊。到後期因為可能接觸咗龍舌蘭啦，咁其實就係話本身可能我都比較特別偏向即係可能蓮花狀嘅嘢啦，即係可能龍舌蘭其實好多形態都係咁樣噶啦，係啦。咁同埋可能我都中意啲唔知點解中意啲有刺嘅嘢啦，所以都係咁樣就可能種第一棵啦、第二棵啦，咁發覺其實龍舌蘭有好多唔同嘅品種啦，咁就變咗有少少草嘢嗰啲心態啦，就呢度草下一棵，嗰度草下一棵。
The agave, inspired by this extremely tough and hardy succulent that originally hails from the Americas, his shop takes the inspiration they've derived from this plant a few steps further. From designing custom stainless steel plant tags to, well, everything else.
同一啲陶藝家合作嘅一啲盤啦，就係話可能植物同盤嘅配搭啦，一個 lifestyle 一個 home deco 嘅嘢啦，到去伸延到係可能一啲畫作啦，係啦，即係可能有啲人可能屋企佢未必適合或者未必想種一啲植物喺度嘅，咁可能俾龍舌蘭呢類植物嘅形態或者係去吸引咗嘅話，咁其實畫作亦都係一個唔錯嘅選擇咯。
They also hope to share a message of environmental awareness within the community as they continue to grow through the projects they do. Like these illustrations done by Philippines-based artist Chen Na-hee, all animals that are endangered. To take things a step further, they've collaborated with an AR and VR studio to bring these images to virtual life. You can also experience this artwork at Infectment. And yes, look carefully, there's agave-infused inspiration there.
如果我哋種outdoor嘅話，咁我哋其實就係話大概可能1個禮拜或者7至10日咁樣，我哋就俾一次水咯，係啦。咁呢個我覺得係比較健康嘅一個種法咯。咁當然有啲人會係覺得啊，我想個形態可能合埋啲、縮埋啲，好似靚啲喎。咁佢可能會採用一個即係比較限水嘅方式啦，即係長少少咁樣咯。但係亦都唔建議係拉到太長咧，因為始終我希望就係話棵植物係健康咁成長咧，而唔係話我哋為咗要佢個形態係而家興咩型，我就走去虐待佢，令到佢出現個型。咁呢啲當然就好取決於好個人啦，但係我哋就唔係話特別去鼓勵去做呢樣嘢。
With nurseries in our region in places like Japan and Taiwan cultivating and consistently creating new varieties, there are many available on the market. From small to large to longleaf to spiny to things in between. Still, it is probably most known for its use in tequila. To get that though, you'll need an agave tequilana, blue agave, a massive variety which, incidentally, Kenny has one of.
呢棵其實你見佢得幾條葉啦，其實佢係一棵苗嚟嘅啫，即係一般龍舌蘭嘅苗咧，其實可能得咁大棵度嘅啫，係啦。咁呢棵苗去到咁巨型咧，其實就可想而知佢可能大咗之後咧，基本上應該係高過我哋咁樣。
Before we head out, Fenris gives us a demonstration on repotting and separating the baby agave, called pups, from a cultivar that's a cross between agave macrocantha and potatorum.
咁我哋先將個側芽攞落嚟啦。咁分開咗2個啦，跟住我哋會收根啦。
好似啲乾咗嘅根係嘛？
係啦，因為佢吸水嘅作用已經冇乜㗎啦。 咁就會令到佢生啲新根嘅時候多啲空間啊，同埋刺激佢生新根咁樣。跟住我哋會清咗啲壞咗嘅葉啦。
For this part, Fenris removes the spiny tip and cuts down the leaf and pulls it off around the plant. This is a cleaner way of removing it and doesn't leave any wounds that could get infected.
咁佢會多啲地方可以生長啲根出嚟，咁呢個就可以種㗎啦。
They're used to the desert, so a rocky, inorganic medium that provides good drainage will do the trick. Once you've centered the plant, fill it up around the edges. Tap it until it settles.
可能喺屋企你中意種植嘅，咁當然最好啦。你即係唔係話平貴個問題，就係、其實可以用石蘭可以係幾十蚊一棵都有嘅嘢嚟㗎啦，係啦。咁變咗只係話我哋希望表達到嘅就係話，當你見到棵龍舌蘭，咁你會覺得對你自己可能或者生活或者一路行落去有個鼓勵咁樣咯。